Shadows fall where we once danced, footprints fading in the golden glass. The air is heavy with the things unsaid, scattered flowers where love once bled. Petals torn, they drift away, fragile whispers in the gray. The bloom fades but the thorn remains. Hearts dissolve in the pouring rain. Broken vows float in the breeze, each shard of us sinking to its knees. Your hand's ghost still brushes mine, a symphony lost in the march of time. Petals torn, they drift away, and fragile whispers in the gray. The bloom fades but the thorn remains. Hearts dissolve in the pouring rain. Silent screams erupt from deep. Waves crash where promises sleep. A fractured mirror reflects the past. Scattered dreams never meant to last. Petals torn, they drift away, like fragile whispers in the gray. The bloom fades but the man remains. Hearts dissolve in the pouring rain. Shadows stretch like fingers in the night, whispers of petals falling out of sight. Broken stems tossed by the cruel wind, each bloom a story of where pain begins. A fragile dance on a battlefield of tears, the scars we carry through the empty years. The petals fade but the roots still lay, each touch a wound that time can't shake. beneath my feet, no end, no floor. Stars fading out like whispers through a crooked door. The moon is crying through a veil of smoky glass. Time it melts away too slow, too fast. Outside the wind it hums a tune of emptiness. Windows tremble to the beat of long lost regrets. I reach for something just to find it disappear. Like holding on to smoke, like clutching fear. Oh, lonely night, you're stretching ever wide. Wrap me up, I'm swallowed by your tide. Echoes screaming from a hollow frame. A fleeting beauty burned within your flame. Electric sky splits open, bleeding silver scars. Eyes wide shut, chasing ghosts down bursting stars. Every second's gone as soon as it collides. A moment's truth before it slips and hides. Fingers tracing lines that were never there. An empty bed, a space that no one could compare. The fire flickers and I see the shadows dance. Memories shatter, sharp as shattered chance. Oh, lonely night, you're stretching ever wide. Wrap me up, I'm swallowed by your tide. Echoes screaming from a hollow frame. A fleeting beauty burned within your flame. Street lights flicker, hollow, dull night air. Breath like smoke, whispers hanging everywhere. Shadows screaming silent on pavement cold. Loneliness wraps tight its merciless hold. Empty echoes bounce through the wood and steel. Every step drips with a weight you can feel. Gray clouds above, like a curtain falls low. The stars fight faint in the dim city glow. Where are you now when the world starts to break? How do I breathe through each hour awake? The night steals dreams, leaves them lost in its tide. Ephemeral love slips like sand from my side. Electric pulses crack through a deadened sky. Void of answers, I'm left to wonder why. One fleeting moment, fragile yet divine. Vanished too quick, just a ghost by design. The guitar howls Where are you now when the world starts to break? How do I breathe through each hour awake? The night still streams, leaves them lost in its tide. Ephemeral love slips like sand from my side. Shadows crawl, the air is thin, the city's pulse, where do I begin? Lights so cruel, they flicker and fade. Loneliness hums like a serenade. A sad night burns, can't escape the cold. Surrounded by echoes, stories untold. Fleeting beauty won't stay too long. Ephemeral night sings its final song. Empty streets, whispers in the dark, wandering lost, chasing faint spark. Walls close in, the silence grows. Eyes glazed with what no one knows. A sad night burns, can't escape the cold. Surrounded by echoes, stories untold. Fleeting beauty won't stay too long. Ephemeral night sings its final song. Electric hum tears through the night. Rays of power shatter the quiet. Guitar cries, screams all alone. Epic storm in every tone. A sad night burns, can't escape the cold. Surrounded by echoes, stories untold. Fleeting beauty won't stay too long. Ephemeral night sings its final song. Moon hangs heavy over cracked pavement. Shadows stretch and strain to reach my skin. Empty whispers from the streets echo hollow. No companion but the weight buried within. Stars blink out like weary, tired candles. Loneliness wraps tight, ghostly and cold. quiet whisper fills the air. Lonely echoes bounce and break like they just don't care. Eyes trace patterns etched into stars too far to touch. Heart feels the weight this night far too much. Lights flicker, distant streets, they never lead me home. Footsteps in the dark, they pause, then leave me alone. The wind it speaks, but no one answers back again. This is the kind of ache that never seems to end. Hold on to a pain so sweet, so sharp it cuts you whole. A fleeting ghost of beauty slipping right into your soul. Shouting to an empty sky, it never gives reply. Ephemeral but binding sorrow, singing goodbye. Faint glow creeps across the horizon, sinking line. Memories scatter, crumble, cascade in decline. But that fleeting moment lingers, burns behind my breath, rushing through my veins, alive even in death. Electric guitar screams its cry, mournful run, pure strings bending, breaking, carrying pain. There's no cure. Eternity packed tight into just one fleeting sound. A sadness so immense, my knees crash to the ground. Hold on to a pain so sweet, so sharp it cuts you whole. A fleeting ghost of beauty slipping right into your soul. Shouting to an empty sky, it never gives Shadows stretch long on the cold asphalt. Heart is heavy like a stone in a stream. Every breath feels like a fading dream. Echoes whisper down the empty streets. Night weeps softly as my pulse repeats. Faces vanish like mist in my mind. Loneliness burns but leaves no trace behind. Hold me, ghost of the infinite sky. Soft arms of the wind cradle my cry. Ephemeral beauty disappears too fast. Melancholy reigns, nothing ever lasts. Street lights dripping stars onto the ground. Nothing but silence, still no one around. Brick by brick the walls seem to close in. The solitude, my punishment, my sin. Electric chords scream and wail in despair. A solo erupts with feeling beyond repair. It's the anthem of a soul breaking apart. Every note tearing deep through my heart. Hold me, ghost of the infinite sky. Soft arms of the wind cradle my cry. Ephemeral beauty disappears too fast. Melancholy reigns, nothing ever lasts. Shadows creep where the light should have stood. Broken whispers in the neighborhood. Streetlights flicker like they're weeping too. Lonely sky shining black and blue. Cold air weaving through my hollow chest. Every step feels heavier than the rest. These barren streets echo my soul. Night so quiet yet it swallows me whole. Ephemeral beauty faded fast. A fleeting moment that cannot last. Stars they scream and disappear. Loneliness singing loud and clear. Electric chords cry out their pain. Strings bending like a siren's refrain. Guitar moans under trembling hands. Lost in the tide of endless space. just another egg. Moonlight shivers, spills on the lake. Heart's a battlefield devoid of sound. Wounds unseen but still they pound.
Whisper through the empty halls. Eyes to the